The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq.
Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. The Utah Jazz come into this one following a loss to the Spurs.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
And sometimes your poor shooting from the perimeter can dictate, it should dictate, that you go to the inside. Tonight, they didn't do it.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Thompson is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Ball, then it's Young, and it's Gasol, and at the 3 slot. Now, here's Ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's tipped. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Utah. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender. And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Ball. Utah with the rebound. And Gay with a clear path to the hoop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Capable of playing either forward, the versatility that Gay has, important in today's league for him to stay around.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Jackson kicks to Rose. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Gasol finds Young. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Rose wide open. He shoots up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking. And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
And the basket by Rose.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Ball, the pass to Valanciunas. Shot's good from Young.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Now here's Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The pass to Capella. Nice ball movement by Utah. Thompson against Gay. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Gasol kicks to Young. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, it's just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. Yeah, he is great at finding ways to create these calls.
And so Young nails them both. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side Jackson. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And still a close game as the first quarter comes. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their deep.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Rudy Gay is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Rose in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's Valanciunas. Gay with the block.
Using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard. Swats that one away.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And the Cavaliers with possession. They trail by 3, and this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Ball with the bucket. Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
Now, these are the kind of moves where at the end of the year you start thinking about candidates for executive of the year because they've plugged some holes. They've had an acquisition that's made their bench deeper, and we start to see in an 82-game season that maybe in the 55th to 57th game, a pickup like that is helping them win ball games. This is where those guys earn their money, the general manager.
Not wholesale changes. Just one guy can change a team slightly, and that nuance pays off.
Oh, anything subtle like that, that's where really you tip your hat to the general managers who understood that at some point during the year, we're going to lean on this player.
And here's Rose outside, and it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He sunk that 3 in the first. It's yet to make another one.
Here's Thompson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Rose in the post. Young's there. Jackson dishes to Capella. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Gasol against Antetokounmpo. It's Gasol missing. For Utah, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Young against Jackson. Capella finds Rose. On the wing, Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
Well, especially when the game is this close, you recognize with your instincts the opportunity to help your team out. Just never flinched.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Rose in the post, defended by Young. Rose, no good.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Gasol, no good.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Antetokounmpo. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Jazz. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead they were able to get out to during the first period was 6 points. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And that'll do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Thompson. And it's Marc Gasol, and it's Young, and it's Ball in at the point guard position.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Now, here's Ball. Now, here is Young. Over to the wing. Ball against Jackson. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for the game with the Mavericks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jackson against Ball. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And the dunk by Capella.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Ball. And that one drops for him. Ball's got 6.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Rose. The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jackson against Ball. Young taking his time here. Another shot, and Capella sends it back. Jackson in the corner. Shoots over Ball. Jackson gets the bucket.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Ball, the pass to Young. The Cavaliers again can't hit. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Now Rose. He's got 9. Passes to Antetokounmpo. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Utah shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now here's Valanciunas. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Young. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
Gay. Pass to Capella. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. They shoot again. That's good from Gay on the assist by Antetokounmpo. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Now, this is Rudy Gay's game. Outstanding at seizing the initiative and then looking to shoot once he catches the ball.
That one goes. Count it. That's now 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Off target with that shot. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. Or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Jackson is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Rudy Gay. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Now here's Rose. Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Cavaliers with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Rose against Young. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Rose. Gay kicks to Jackson. No good on the triple.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
Utah leading by 3. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. And he gets the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Jazz. Young against Rose. Looking to get back on track here. Shots good from Young.
A high-level shot maker. Just a threat the moment he crosses half court. Young gun.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Rose. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Jazz lead by 5. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Young, here we go. Lays it up off the glass.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he seizes it.
Jackson kicks to Rose. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Gay. That one, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Gasol passes the ball. And here's Valanciunas, guarded by Jackson. 2 points, that one goes. And now just a 1-point Jazz lead.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Here's Young. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Young kicks the ball. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Utah with the rebound. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jackson. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Rose against Young. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Gasol. He kicks the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson way outside. Can't knock in the 3. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
And they tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the... David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brent